Welcome back, realvacantland.com. This is Luke Smith. I've got another deal for you. I was reading through the comments, and JMan44 says, East Texas, please. And said, okay, let's pull up East Texas. So I'm zooming in. I've been working on East Texas mailers a lot, so this kind of struck home to me. And let's jump over to the website. So run ruralvacantland.com, and we've got the maps pulled up. Got a bunch of kids in the background, but I'm going for it anyway. We got the maps pulled up, and we've got properties spread all over the place here. And East Texas, if we zoom in on East Texas, it's really hard to buy land in Texas doing the kinds of deals that I do. They usually I'll throw a little education in here on our way in. So I'm usually sending out mailers. I'm printing. I got a garage full of printing equipment, and I print up these letters. I print up letters and I send them a letter that says, this is how much I'm willing to pay cash for your property. And I send these to hundreds of thousands of people, and people all over the place. And a lot of people ask, how do you come up with the pricing to make offers on these properties? Well, I'm trying to get a low price, and I'm trying to get it on the website so I can present it to you guys at a low price compared to everybody else in the area. But this East Texas area, Dallas, San Antonio, Houston, this whole region here is a very hot market, and it's very hard to compete in this market and come up with the cheapest properties in the area. The cheapest properties in the area are probably listing price, because a lot of the stuff's just going above listing price. But some of this Dallas stuff up here, they're up like 40 and 50%. Real estate's up 40, 50% just in the last year. Like that's crazy, right? But I'm still trying to buy properties here. And so I've been working on the model, working with some other guys who've been working on the model. And Texas is really hard to get pricing. It's hard to get comparative pricing because Texas doesn't charge taxes on the transactions. They charge crazy tax on the land, but they don't charge tax on the transactions, and they don't require you to report the sales price you did your transaction at. And so we basically go off of listing prices. And so we go off of what the properties were up for sale for before they sold. And we look at ones that were shorter days on market because they're most likely closer to the price that they actually went for. Theoretically, not always, but the data that's going on, the longer days on market, they probably sold at some discount or something less, and those aren't good comps anyway. The shorter days on market are better comps. So we do that, and then you still don't have enough data points to come up with offers for these people. So we take houses and we strip out the replacement cost of the house to figure out what the land might trade for. And sometimes it's negative, and you stay out of those areas, but the places it's positive where it makes sense to go build new homes, we'll go after those. We got it broken down per neighborhood, per street. The pricing is different pricing on one side of the street versus the other side of the street, because one side might be a view and the other side might be the water, or what I mean. Pricing's like a multiple of 10 from on the water, not on the water, stuff like that. Like those kinds of variables go into real estate, and they can be next to each other. You think they're the same thing, and they're extremely different. So we've been programming that kind of stuff into our models. We've been taking out crazy properties that don't match. We look at assessments, taxes, neighborhoods, demographics. We look at income people are making in each one of those census tract areas and neighborhoods. And they're not really making enough money to buy and build more houses, or they're making enough to be building more houses. We look at areas that are being built. If nobody's building houses in that area in the last since 2006, do I really want to be buying land there and selling it to you guys to go build a house there? The places where people are building make a lot more sense. So we target those kinds of areas. And so a lot of this information goes into these models of trying to buy this land. And so when you're asking for land in these areas, I don't just have land. I do all this work ahead of time to buy these properties at a good price that I can turn around, and I'm confident that I could sell them to you guys at lower than everybody else's price and still make money. And so I'm trying to pull that off. It's juggling many balls to pull off these properties. So with that bag of wind, right? Let's jump into the East Texas properties. I'm going to go to this one here. This one down here is like a condo. This one is more vacant land. I like talking about vacant land. So we're going to zoom in on this one. And this isn't even my property. This is a friend, partner, person on the website owns this property. And so this is Christine McManus. This is it's in Madison County, Texas, 3.6 acres. We got some pictures from the sky. We got some land over here. It's a big chunk of land in between. So it's this barn. It's like barn and horse stuff, right? Like this whole thing. We're gonna look at some more. Here's the horse. Here's fields. Here's the barn. Yeah. So here's the horse field up there. There's the barn. There's that red barn we're just looking at. And there's like some other outbuildings and some trees. You get some trees and some barn, and there's road and utilities over there. And I'm not sure about these buildings if they're still there or not. I think some of them have been taken away. But I think that barn is still there. I think old manufactured home. You have to call Christine and ask her what's still left on the property or not. So here's that barn again. Here's the nice horse field, and it looks like an old boat and a truck and some other stuff on the property. There's a pond next door. So here's that barn. Here's that red barn we're just seeing from above. Here's the buildings. Yeah, it's an old manufactured home, and I'm not exactly sure what's over there. You have to go take a look at it to see for sure. Here's just some pictures of the area shots, street view, more that yard. Okay, so Christine McManus, we got her phone number on here. You can go to this website by going to the link in the description of this video, and it'll take you back to the website, and then you can call her. You can click on her number, call her. Hey, Christine, I'm interested in that property, Madison County, Texas. Yeah, the 3.6 acre one, $99,000. Like, what's it gonna take? Can I finance it? Can I buy it? Can I pay cash? What do I got to do to make this mine? Like, go over there, look at it, make it yours, right? There's a pond on this side. There's a pond on that side. I'm sure there's water around here. I'd ask her about septic. I'd ask her about utilities. I'd ask her about the buildings. I'd ask if there's anybody in the buildings. Do I get to rent it to them? Do I got to kick them out? Can I just move in there myself? Did they take stuff with them? Can I hook up to their old hookups? Whole bunch of oil wells around the area. Okay, North Zulch. Never heard of it. Madisonville. I'm not a big Texas geography person. But we're in between Dallas and Houston, kind of halfway between Dallas and Houston, maybe a hair closer to Houston. And then, is the Gulf of Mexico, and this just whole area is hopping. If you want to go to Austin, Austin might even be closer than Dallas and Houston. So if you want East Texas, I take a look at this one. If you want more East Texas, wait a little bit, because I got more mail flying. I'm trying to buy more East Texas, like stock back up, and I think if I get it, it'll be easy to sell. But the question is more if I get it, right? It says new septic. Okay, existing well on lot. Power is connected at lot. Taxes $269. Oh, attributes: outbuildings, fenced horse run, new septic, amazing views, open starry skies. So I don't think you get the mobile homes. It says property features wire fencing, storage, and new septic water system. Water and power at the site. All outbuildings included. Nice. Close to schools, shopping, and restaurants. Build your dream home or mobile homes and barn dominiums are allowed. No HOAs. Mention that you found this posting on this website for 15% investor discount. Nice. Horse and photo not included. I guess someone's asking about that. Okay, thank you, Christine, for posting this on the website. And thank you, JMan44, for asking for land in East Texas. I'll keep serving up these properties and see if one of these is right for you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.